Hey everyone, I am here with my March favorites. This is going to be a little bit different. There's very few beauty related type products. I am trying to focus more on lifestyle favorites, I suppose. If you've watched my channel for a while, you probably have heard me mention that when I had my depression crash last year, I completely stopped wearing makeup. I just did not care a rat's behind about wearing makeup. And when I started to become interested in it again, I've started to go through my makeup and get rid of a lot. I just feel like I had too much that was not being used. And I really just haven't been impressed with anything this much, really, as far as makeup goes. I've been sticking to a pretty similar makeup routine, not doing anything crazy and not buying a lot for just reasons of not needing it, but also wanting to spend less money. I've been trying to minimalize my life. So I think very carefully about what I buy before I buy it. So there's just not a lot of new stuff. So the first product is beauty related. It is the Derma Hydrating Night Cream. This was recommended to me by quite a few people. I have really dry skin. I've been using oils to moisturize, but I don't feel like I was getting much improvement as far as dryness goes. But I haven't been using this product long enough to really see a drastic change in my skin. It does have hyaluronic acid in it as well to help with fine lines. I've talked about my lines on my forehead quite a bit, and so I haven't seen much improvement in that area. I will say that I do feel more hydration using this. It feels really, really nice when I put it on. I actually really look forward to putting it on at night. I put it on top of my oils, and it's a really thick cream, and the scent is very, very light, but it's very appealing. I really like the scent. I don't even know that I would be able to explain what the scent is, but it just feels luxurious, I guess. And I do definitely feel that there is more moisture being given. My skin dryness has improved a little bit over the last few weeks that I have been using it, so that is why I'm considering that a favorite. The next item is by Bare Republic. It is a natural sunscreen. I have been looking for more natural sunscreens. I do have the Goddess Garden. This brand was recommended to me by Letty from xoloveleti, and I wanted something for my lips, and they had this at Target, and they also had like a 20% cartwheel deal or something like that. But I got this. It's an SPF 30. I was hesitant because in the past I've tried lip balms with sunscreen in it. It can be really just thick and irritating. And this one isn't at all. When I first opened it, I was like, oh crap, this might leave some sort of film on my lips, but it doesn't at all. And it just goes on clear, and it's really moisturizing. It does not feel like it's any different than a really moisturizing lip balm, but it does have that added protection of SPF, and a lot of times people forget about their lips, but we need to protect our lips too. The next item is a little purse, clutch, baggy thing, I guess. A little cosmetic bag, or whatever you want to put in it. Bag. A friend made this for me a couple of years ago. I was really impressed. It was very, very sweet. It's very detailed, and I like it so much. And I tend to do this. If I get a really nice gift, I won't use it because I want to preserve it. I want to make sure that I don't damage it. I'm afraid I'm going to ruin it or rip it, stain it or something. And so then it just kind of sits. And I finally decided that I need to actually enjoy this. And so I put a couple of writing utensils, typically pencils, a pen, and lip products in this, and I have been carrying it around with me in my purse, and it's just this little small thing that brings me joy. It's just so pretty and delicate, and the thought that was put into it just really means a lot to me. So I've been using that. The next is a snack item. It is a Larabar in chocolate chip cookie dough. I am really trying to be better at eating at regular intervals, and a lot of time I skip, and that's a whole separate issue in video. But I bought those so that I would have something that I could grab really quickly to snack on, and I just really like them. And I was buying them at Target, but I just placed an order on Vitacost. You can get them for like $2 cheaper a box. Or actually, okay, most of the Larabars are a couple dollars cheaper than what you can get at Target. The chocolate chip cookie dough itself isn't really that much of a savings, but since I can buy it off there with other stuff and get the 6% back with Ebates, I just went ahead and got it from there. So the next couple of things I'm going to talk about are people related, some of them YouTube channel related. I have been watching this girl for a little while now, and I really enjoy her. The channel name, I say Stepanka, but it might be Stepanka. I could be pronouncing it completely wrong. I just always think when I see it, Stepanka. And I can't remember exactly how I came across her channel, but I've been watching it for a couple of months now. And she talks about a lot of things that some people might say, just depending on your comfortability, that might like be inappropriate or just, you know, whatnot. And anyways, some of them are a little bit out there, but what I appreciate about her is how honest she is. So some of her beliefs I don't really believe in, but I've mentioned before, like I don't judge other people for having different beliefs. So I can't say that, you know, everything that she talks about, I'm like, oh yeah, I agree with that. I just really appreciate her raw honesty. And she's a very beautiful woman, but she's really humble, and I really appreciate that about her. So just having that kind of personality is something that I really appreciate, where there are some people who may talk about the same things, but they're kind of doing it in a very either like attention-seeking way or an ingenuine way or a high almighty way. And I don't get that feeling about her. So I just always look forward to her videos. A lot of times I will put it on while I am, you know, cleaning and putting on makeup or doing whatever. And I just like listening to her almost as if I'm sitting down talking with a friend, and they're telling me their life story, and they're just being completely raw and real about it. So, yeah, so that has been, I've been liking her for a couple months now, and I thought that I would share that. The next person / I guess thing would be Leticia's channel. She is xoloveleti. She actually, what I wanted to talk about was she created a blog website. It's loveleticia.com, but she created a PDF to help people go cruelty free. If this is the first time you are watching a video of mine, I use cruelty free products. I don't like animal testing, and I don't support companies that test on animals. And it can be really overwhelming. When I first decided to go cruelty free, it was, and it still is really overwhelming. Those months where I wasn't wearing makeup or buying makeup or even products or household products, any of it, I was just kind of out of it. I came, you know, as I'm coming back to it, a lot of companies that were cruelty free aren't cruelty free, or maybe they weren't cruelty free and now they are. There's a lot of research involved in really verifying whether or not a company is cruelty free, and it's really hard to stay on top of. And if you're just starting to get into it or want to get into it, but you feel overwhelmed, that can really push people away from even trying, because they feel like, you know, what difference am I making if I'm getting it wrong or I don't have the right answers? So the first thing I would actually say is to check out Logical Harmony's list. I use that list for reference when buying products. I really trust the research that they do over Leaping Bunny, and definitely over PETA. That is also a separate issue. But Letty created this PDF to just provide from like start to finish tips in just starting to go Cruelty Free. So I'm going to leave her blog down below if you are interested at all. And even if maybe you're not, I would just encourage you to look and see that you can still find amazing products that aren't tested on animals. And this could help you to just maybe think about it or learn more about it, and to just have like an easy, like step-by-step guide. I thought that it was really just awesome of her to create this for people. It took her a lot of time and work to do, and I really would just love if people would go and show support for that and to check it out and hopefully start a path to a cruelty-free lifestyle. The next person is another channel that I just found recently. So it wasn't the whole month of March, but because I like it so much, I wanted to go ahead and mention it. I actually found her through the Bunny Lifestyle Facebook board, and she focuses on natural products, and I just really like how informative she is. Her channel is Teresa Rose. I actually was like, oh, that's cute. I had mentioned before I was trying to think of changing my channel name, and one of the names that I have been debating is Jennifer Rose. The significance behind that is I don't want to use my real last name. My mother's middle name is Rose, and so instead of using my middle name or last name, I incorporated my mother's middle name. I use that for other things, so where I want to have some anonymity, I want to remain anonymous because I can't say the word right. I use Jennifer Rose as my name, so I thought maybe I would change my name to Jennifer Rose for YouTube. That is a side fact. Her channel name is Teresa Rose. She is very informative. I have been trying to catch up on all of her videos. She just has a lot of really good advice, really good thoughts on natural products, and I like that she's very detailed in explaining how something works, how our skin works. I had no idea that after you washed your face that it takes a while for your skin to get back to an even pH balance, and if it's not level, then the products that you're putting on your face aren't going to work very well. And so it doesn't matter how great the product is, if your skin's all out of whack, it's not really going to be able to do much. And I had never even thought about that, so I was like, huh. So I would highly suggest that you go and check out her channel and show her some support. She just started her channel in the last couple of months, and I know that when you're doing this for yourself and you're enjoying it, it's not that you're just like, oh, I want to have all these people subscribe. But when you do subscribe, you are telling the person that you like their videos. When you like their videos, you're telling the person like, yes, I like this, please make more. So it's not, like to be greedy, it's just giving feedback. And so I think it's important to go show her some love. The next is, like, memes are an old thing, but I have become addicted to them recently, and it's been like my choice way of communicating. And my best friend Cassie, she and I communicate through memes quite often, and we're probably the only two people who just laugh hysterically at these kinds of things. And then she was pushing me to get a Bitmoji. I had never heard of Bitmoji before, but I guess you create your own custom emoji. So I did last night and spent a lot of time being obsessed over it and sending like a bunch of these custom emojis. If you want to see what it looks like, I posted a picture of it in my Instagram, and I'll leave that link down below. But I just became obsessed, and I'm like, this is pretty much how I'm going to communicate with people. Except those people are probably going to get really annoyed. Except she won't, because we get each other. And I also really appreciate that she and I are like stage 5 clingers for each other, but we find it flattering instead of weird and creepy. So having a friend like that is really important to like your heart health. So I love you, Cassie. The next one is pretty simple, but it's jamming out in my car. And so when I'm at home, I don't really have music on a lot, but when I'm in my car, I love to have the music on. and I just like totally zone out and I get all into it. And actually today I got lost because I was so into like singing, and you know, you get you're driving, but like if I'm at a stop, my hands will be going, but you know, you rock your shoulders and you're singing, you're getting into it, you're picturing yourself, you have like your life flashing before your eyes when you're listening to the song, and you're creating these like fantastical events that will probably never happen while you're singing these songs, and you're just like, oh, this song is a really good one, and I would be singing this to you, Mr. X person who was not very nice to me, and now I'm fabulous. You know, everyone does that, right? Pretty sure that I hope that we all do that. Anyways, I drove like 20 minutes in the wrong direction today and was lost. Before I realized that I was driving the wrong way, I was like, oh, that must have been a really good couple of songs there. So luckily I have my GPS and could find my way home, but that is the second time that I have done it. And both times I don't realize just how I ended up like over there, because I initially start in the right direction and end up that way. I don't know. I can't tell if this is in focus or not. I was editing my favorites video and there was like one important like key thing that I forgot to mention, and that is that Brianna is moving to the area, and I am absolutely stoked. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that Brianna and I have been friends for a couple of years now. We met through YouTube. She surprised me a couple weeks ago when she was down here, and they are moving here. She will literally be like 10 to 15 minutes away, and I am very, very happy. So that is a big favorite. I was very, very excited by that news. So that is it for all my favorites. Let me know what you've been loving or things that bring you joy. I really want to try to focus on that as much as I possibly can. And yeah, that is it. I hope that you guys are all doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.